Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is all about hair. So I'm going to talk about what I use, what products, how I wash it, what I do to maintain it nice and shiny, how I make it grow really fast, and also I'm going to show you how I curl my hair and last up to 3 days. So I hope this video can help you girls. I know I get asked so many times, so I thought to just include all my really important tips that I know will help you girls. Excuse the state of my hair. I'm just going to show you girls the products that I really believe in and that I've repurchased so many times. So if I repurchase, it's because they are really good. So let's jump right into it. There's a few tips that I've been doing for absolute years. I think my mom kind of taught me, my nan. It's just things that have worked and I always recommend to do. My first tip is I like to wash my hair once a week. For some people it might be a bit too much, but I've organized my week where I can actually get away with it. And the reason why I like to wash my hair once a week is because the longer you leave your natural oils, it actually makes your hair grow a lot faster. Also, it doesn't dry up your hair, it keeps your hair quite shiny. So it's worked for me for so many years, and I feel like that's the reason why my hair grows in such a fast, rapid way. I wanted to mention that if you have that routine where you overwash your hair and you kind of find it hard to leave your hair kind of greasy, if you want to try and do this kind of technique to let your hair grow, I would suggest you to try out hairstyles during the week, when you're at work, you're not really seeing people. And I have so many different hairstyles that I like to use, like high buns, a slick back. I like to do little plaits, so it doesn't always have to be with your hair down. That is one of my most important tips out of this whole thing, is washing my hair once a week. It might be hard for some people because people go out more than maybe I do, but I try to wash my hair nearer to the weekend. So when I'm going out, I have occasions, shoots, it's easier for me to style. And once I kind of finish with like my weekend or things that I need to do, the rest of the week I keep it in oils. So I'm going to recommend one oil that I really love. It's called ORS Essentials, and I've actually purchased it from Superdrug, and it looks like this, and I've been using this for such a long time. I even use this on my eyebrows, lashes, and it's actually castor oil. It just says it promotes thicker hair, looking healthy hair, strengthening weak hair. It really helps. You can see that I've bought this so many times and I use it religiously. Second tip is the kind of shampoos you use. For many years I just tried different random shampoos from Superdrug, and yeah, they did the job where you wash your hair, but there were some shampoos where I'll find they would dry me out, like my hair, I would have like a bit of dandruff, and I just thought I need to invest in my hair, to invest a little bit on a shampoo that is a little bit more expensive but has really good reviews. I've got my hands on Olaplex and I used it, I would say, in the last 6 months for the first time. They have worked so well. As you can see, there's not much left. I need to rebuy them. These shampoos, I would say they are very pricey for what they are because they're so small. They have made my hair so strong, I can't even explain it. The minute I used them, I actually saw a difference in my hair. It doesn't fall out as much. I feel like my hair is extremely shiny, and also because I use so much heat because of shoots and stuff, my hair just doesn't seem to be dry, flaky, and I feel like it's because of the shampoos. So I would highly recommend. I use the number 4 and number 5.
I also forgot to mention I love number 3 Olaplex. It's a pre-shampoo treatment. It leaves your hair so nourished and silky. So you do this just before your shampoo. You can leave in for as long as you want. I like to do my shaving routine and my body wash while it's in, and then I start washing it off.
My third tip would be It's actually such a random one. I don't think anyone kind of thinks about it. When it's actually really cold, and you know here in London it is extremely cold, and all you want to do is have a hot bath or shower. Hot water is actually so bad for your hair because it dries it out. And you know we all love really hot steamy showers, but that is one of the things that I've learned. But when I'm rinsing my hair, rinsing my shampoo or conditioner, I turn the tap and I make it a little bit more cooler. So I wouldn't say it's cold water, but it is cold to warm, and that temperature changes the game for your hair because the heat is really bad. It could be really bad for your skin. If you wash your hair with extremely hot water, it dries you out. So it's the same with the hair. And even when you wash your hair, and try it in the shower where you wash your hair with hot water, and your hair, once you're drying it, it feels so like stiff. But if you was to wash your hair with kind of coldish, you're gonna see the difference. The hair feels actually quite soft the minute you wash it. So yeah, have a try with that one. Tip number 4 is how you brush your hair and with what you brush your hair. So this was one of my biggest mistakes growing up. I would have very naughty hair because I wouldn't brush my hair every day, and it's really important to brush your hair on a daily basis. I used to brush my hair so roughly, like with all force, and I realized that I would have a lot of breakage and my baby hairs would be so short in the inside of my hair because I would would be like really hard. So I learned to be really gentle with my hair because you know hair can be delicate, and also getting a really good hairbrush. So one of the hairbrushes that really help for me is the Tangle Teaser. It can be any, but these brushes, it just doesn't pull out your hair as much as an ordinary brush would be. And also when I brush my hair, I don't like to kind of just let it through and brush your hair like this. I like to kind of get sections of the hair, hold it from the root and kind of brush the ends, and it doesn't tug or it doesn't pull the roots. So kind of just be really gentle with your hair, because the harder you are, the more breakage you're gonna have. So that is my other tip that I like to do. Just be gentle when you're brushing your hair. My last tip would be, there's 2 products that I've really been loving. There's one that I've been using for years because I love it so much. You guys need to get this, because this heat protector from VO5, it is the most amazing thing, and I feel like this has saved my hair. I don't know what it's got in it. It's a spray. You spray it before you straighten or curl your hair, and it just gives your hair just shine, but without any greasiness, no oiliness. It just makes your hair so nice. I've been using this for the last, I would say, 6 years, and I don't think I'm ever gonna change because it really does work wonders. So I always get asked so much what I ask in the hair salon when I cut my hair. So it's actually really simple what I ask for. It's usually just a straight cut in the back, really soft layers to shape the face a little bit, and my front layers are a little bit short, and probably this is the shortest layer that I have in my hair because the rest is quite long. I always feel like when I've tried to do really short layers, I end up hating it because it feels like you have less hair. So I kind of like that fullness of my hair to just stay there. So I don't really like to do so much. It's usually just the front of the hair where I ask just a little bit of more of a shape. I like to cut my hair twice a year, usually beginning of summer and usually at the end of the year. So like mid-June, and then I cut it just before my birthday. I always like to do that to have like a fresh cut for the new year. I like to dye my hair blue black because I don't know, it just enhances my features. I feel like black suits me. My hair is naturally dark brown, and if I'm in the sun for too long it can go like a really light brown and it kind of just doesn't suit me anymore. So I do a blue black. I hardly dye my hair. I would say I dye my hair 1 to 2 times a year. I found a really amazing hairdresser and she's been taking care of my hair in the last year, and I'm really happy. So That's all I kind of do to my hair when it comes to cutting it and dyeing it. Right, enough of me talking. Now we're gonna jump into the curls. So every time I curl my hair and I post it up, everyone asks me what color I use, like how does it look like that. I'm gonna talk about exactly how to do it and things that I've learned from hairdressers, from YouTube tutorials, and all these celebrity hairstylists that I see, and I kind of just do everything that they say. I actually managed to figure it all out, and I don't actually have to go to any hair salon to create these really bouncy, long-lasting curls, because there's so many times where I've gone to hairdressers, they've tried to give me that like Hollywood blow dry, and my hair just completely dies, it doesn't last. I've used so many curlers out there, but I always seem to go back to this one that I have. It is pretty old, and I would say it is so affordable. If I'm not wrong, it's like £30. The colour that I like to use is from Remington, and it's the Pro Luxe one, and it looks like this. And I think I got it from Argos, but I'm gonna link where I got it from in the description so you girls can try it out. I've had this for years and I keep going back to it. I've tried new versions, bigger hairstyling tools, and I end up just loving the way this curls my hair. I feel like the curls last. I don't know what it is, where it makes your curls just last longer. Highly recommend it. When I'm curling my hair, I don't like to have freshly washed hair, for one. So I kind of wash my hair the day before. So for example, today I washed my hair last night, and today is when I'll curl or style my hair. I feel like when your hair is freshly washed, it doesn't have like enough oil in your hair for the curls to grab. So if you feel like your curls ain't lasting, maybe try that trick where you don't curl your hair on your wash day. So when I realized that my curls were lasting a lot longer, you may know this, you may not, but clipping your curls up for as long as you can actually helps with the longevity of the curls. So what I like to do is do my hair before my makeup, clip them up, do my makeup. My makeup can take up to an hour, and the minute my makeup's done, drop them and I'm out. First, of course, I use my hair protectant. Before I start curling my hair, I've realized that I have really curly roots, and I've noticed that when I curl my hair, curly little roots, I don't know if you can tell, but the roots are so like ringlety. So what I like to do before I start is just go over with a straightener, just the roots. I don't go throughout the whole hair. It's just where I feel like I know that the curl is not really gonna grab. So firstly, what I like to do is part in my hair right at the bottom, and I do it through sections. So just imagine your hair being like a building, and you go each floor. Use like my 2 nails to like part in through the head. So the minute I reach the 2 fingers, I kind of separate the hair, and that is how I curl it. Looks like that. And this is the first section that I start to curl. And I tie up this whole section. I don't have a clip, but I have a way of keeping my hair up. And I tie it like a little bun. Ta-da! And then the first thing that I do is I do a line right in the middle of each section. The reason why I do that is because I want to curl every part of that section, that whole level that I've actually took. I like to keep my curls always facing outwards. I don't like to curl my hair in, because you just want, I always like to mimic that, you know, that beach way look, and the only way you can do that is if your curls are always in the same direction. I grab it and I put the hair curler downwards, so I curl outwards. I clip it all around, and I leave it for about 10 to 12 seconds. The way I feel that the hair is ready is if you touch the hair and it's hot, it means the curl is completely done. If you touch the hair and it's kind of cold, the hair hasn't reached the heat yet. So I like to feel it. Now it's hot. So I grab the curl right at the bottom of your hand. So as you can see, I position my hand right at the bottom, and then I let the curl drop, pull up, hold the curl right there, and then I use this finger to put it right through the hole, because there's like a little hole, and I grab it, twist it all the way to the head, and I hold it right here. I get my clip ready, and I pin my curl to my head, just like that. I love it. And you see how the curl completely holds to the head. So if you was to walk down the stairs, do whatever you gotta do, it's actually not gonna come off. So my tip is to clip it to your head. If you feel like you took out too much hair, maybe divide the hair into two and clip both, because more hair that you have in a section, the curl might not be bouncy enough. So you always want to like not curl big sections, because it's not going to grab the whole hair. This side, again, I put the curler downwards, so not like this, because then you can't hold it. So I put it always downwards, and then put it right at the back of the hair, and you're curling outwards again. Twist the hair. Even though this barrel is actually really short for my hair, it works. Like sometimes I use some certain curlers and my hair doesn't, because it's quite long, it doesn't actually curl throughout the whole barrel, but this one is long enough for long hair, so it's another reason why I absolutely love it. And then let the curl drop. Put the finger through so you can grab the whole curl, and then all I do is roll it again towards my head, and then I use a clip. I do the same thing. I do the little level that I'm talking about at the bottom, and then put my fingers right through the back. And this is the section that I'll be doing. As you can see, the next level I'll do exactly the same thing, but because there's a section from the back, I like to half it right here and do two curls. So you grab all around the head, because you don't want to have a curl right at the front and leave the back kind of straight. This is the way I like to really grab every part of the hair, so someone can look at you from the back and your hair is completely curled as well, and you don't need a mirror for that. The trick is, curling your hair is actually not that difficult. You just need to know the technique, and the technique is always putting your straightener downwards. So as you can see, is my hand is over my head, and it's the most comfortable way, even though the wire is completely in my face. Once I get to the top, I like to just part in. So if I'm going to do a middle part in, I'll do a middle part in, and I separate it like so. Or if I'm going to do a side, I'm a bit crazy right now, but if I'm going to do a side part in, I will separate the side part in. And then again, it's all about sections. I'm looking at the mirror, because the mirror is right here. I'll separate from here, from the back, all the way down, and make one section. So I'll do 1, 2, and the last one would be the front of the hair. And the same thing, curl it downwards and outwards. Let go curl, and be careful if it's hot. If it's really hot and it's burning your fingers, kind of shake it and cool down. And I feel like this way, it just makes it so easy to just make the curls all be in one direction. When I drop them all, they're all going to be really nice and uniformed. I'm going to leave this last section, so it's always my bangs that I leave to last, because I don't want this section to be extremely curly like the other curls. I always like this front bit to be a little bit loose, so I always leave it last. go down again. I feel like having nails make it so easy, but if you don't have nails to part in your hair like that, use a comb. But make sure you do it neatly, because you don't want to have all these different sections from the different sides of your head. As you can see, the same parting at the front. So I like to put it right under first, and I just hold it because I like the front to have a little bit of a lift. I don't like the curls to be completely curly, so I like to kind of crease the front bit so it's a little bit lifted. It gives it a bit of volume right at the front. Instead of the barrier being underneath, I put the barrier on top of the hair, but I don't do it at the root because I kind of just did that little crease. So I put the barrier on top and I twist backwards and I curl my hair back. Excuse my baby hairs, they're a little bit crazy. This technique just helps the front have that beach wave, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I let all this hair down. So I don't really hold this one, so I kind of drop this so it's nice and cool, and I clip it right at the top and I look absolutely crazy. But this is the end part of curling your hair. So I leave all these curls pinned in. I'm going to show you from behind how it looks. So as you can see, every single section is curled, even from the sides. So what I like to do is keep this for as long as I possibly can. So I'll go and do my makeup, finish getting ready, and I don't actually think about it. The longer you leave it, the better the curls will be. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to organize all of this and then show you how I finish the look. Okay, I'm back. So it's been about 30 to 35 minutes. I'm going to take them all out. The trick is, don't be tempted to get a brush and brush through them. If you don't brush them, they actually last even longer. So I kind of go with my hands. I'm going to show you anyways. I don't know why I'm telling you and I haven't even showed you. So I'm going to take one by one and look at that bouncy, beautiful curls. Oh, this part is so satisfying, honestly guys. I love this part of curling my hair. Look at these curls, like, you see? That curler just makes wonders. And you see how all the curls are uniformed in the same way. How gorgeous. What I like to do is, instead of getting a brush, I kind of shape my hair. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this here, but I put my hair down and up again. So I'm going to quickly do that, see if I can. Hair is going all in my eye, but look at that bounciness. Like, look at that. Absolutely love my signature curls. Super bouncy, very volumized, curled completely all around. If you want, you can always use a little bit of hairspray to keep the curls completely locked in. I try not to put too much on it because then I feel the urge to wash it. So me, without hairspray, I'm good to go. This is the end result of my signature curls that last so long. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you use any of my advice for your hair down in the comments. Please, I would appreciate any support. Give me a like, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Don't get tempted. Sorry. Welcome back to my channel. So no, how hair and what thing I get asked so